When it comes to laptops, I prefer something that I can do my work with and is a little bit more powerful for me to do other things aside from my casual usage. Well, that's where the Asus Vivobook S15 comes in. A 2,899 ringgit laptop that is good enough for you to do your daily work but powerful enough to do a little bit more. My name is Tarvin from KLGadgetTV, and with that, let's take a look at the Vivobook S15. Asus has kept the design simple on the Vivobook, with a brushed aluminium finish on the top, which does give it some style but not enough to make it stand out. On the side, you will be getting two standard USB 2.0 ports and an SD card reader. On the other side is more interesting, as it comes with a USB Type-C, USB 3.0, HDMI port and an headphone jack. I wish they included two USB 3.0 ports and one USB 2.0 port, as it gives better access to devices that can benefit from USB 3.0 transfer speeds, while the USB 2.0 ports could be used to simply connect a mouse. The laptop weighs in at 1.7 kilograms, but when I lifted it up, I was honestly surprised, as it does not feel that heavy to me. The laptop does require two hands to flip it open, which is not really an issue, as the hinge they provided is very sturdy and gives very little resistance. Once you get the lid open, you'll be greeted with an almost bezel-less 15-inch Full HD screen. I did wish that the screen was a little bit more brighter, but I'm really glad that Asus decided to go with a matte screen rather than a glossy screen. So even if the brightness is not as high as other mid-range laptops out there, it is still fine to use outdoors. The backlit keyboard has decently sized keycaps, and the distance between the keys are just nice, making for a comfortable typing experience. However, I did realize that the keyboard tends to flex downward quite a bit, especially around the right side just before the enter button. But it does not affect the typing experience. The trackpad has decent tracking thanks to Asus Precision Touchpad drivers. It has a nice tactile feel when pressing down and does not have any issues distinguishing between left and right clicks. There is a fingerprint sensor positioned on the top right of the touchpad, and during my use, I found no issues with it recognizing my fingerprint. We received the Intel Core i5-7200U variant with 4GB of RAM, 128GB of SSD storage coupled with a 1TB hard drive and a NVIDIA GeForce 940MX graphic chip. I was slightly disappointed with the amount of RAM that Asus has provided, but they made it easy to upgrade the RAM, and you can add on up to 16 gigs of RAM. The laptop does provide a smooth overall experience, but there are some obvious slowdown when it comes to opening up multiple tabs in a browser, probably due to the decision to include a 4GB RAM. The discrete graphic chip is a nice touch, which will help when it comes to light use of Photoshop and Lightroom, but don't expect to be playing high-end games on this. Lesser demanding games like Hearthstone seem to work fine, but again, there are some slowdowns which will affect the gaming experience, but it's not going to be a problem if you just have a few minutes to kill. The speakers are positioned on the bottom front of the laptop, which produces highs and mid that sound pretty decent, but the bass is quite lacking. So it wouldn't be ideal if you were to be listening to electronic music on this laptop. I really recommend that you connect an external speaker or at least plug in a headphone if you want a nice audio experience. They're shaking hands, they're shaking in their shoes, oh Lord, don't shake me down. Asus has claimed that the laptop will give you 8 hours of battery life, but during my use of just browsing the internet, watching Netflix and doing some work, the battery only managed to last about 5 hours, but when it comes to gaming, it could barely reach 2 hours. Worry not though, because the laptop supports fast charging, and Asus was nice enough to include a 65-watt charger which will charge the laptop up to 50% in just under 40 minutes. So guys, there you have it. That is the Vivobook S15. If you are looking for a laptop that you can do your work on and perhaps do a little bit more other than just your usual work, then the Vivobook is a perfect laptop for you. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you do give us a thumbs up, and if you are new, subscribe to our channel, and with that, I will see you soon.